The sun was setting over a breathtaking tropical beach, painting the sky in shades of orange, pink, and gold. Waves rolled gently onto the shore, creating a peaceful rhythm that echoed across the coastline. But the calm beauty of this paradise was about to be disrupted by something extraordinary, something that would turn a simple beach day into a story of ambition, creativity, and unexpected inspiration. Standing proudly near the shoreline were two of the most powerful and influential figures in the world, Lionel Messi and Donald Trump. Behind them, gleaming under the golden sunlight, was a massive luxury private jet unlike anything most people had ever seen. Its polished exterior reflected the sky like a mirror, and its size alone was enough to leave anyone speechless. The jet was parked right on the beach, its presence almost surreal, like a scene straight out of a movie. Messi stood with a calm smile, his hands in his pockets, admiring the jet as if it were just another trophy in his already legendary career. Trump, on the other hand, had his signature confident posture, gesturing proudly as he spoke about the jet's features, its gold-plated interior, private suites, advanced technology, and unmatched comfort. Together, they looked like they owned not just the jet, but the entire moment. Not too far away, walking along the sand, were Cristiano Ronaldo and Mr. Beast. They had come to the beach for a relaxing day, expecting nothing more than sunshine and waves. But as soon as they spotted the enormous jet, they stopped in their tracks. Ronaldo narrowed his eyes, taking in the sight. Even for someone who had achieved so much success, the jet was on another level. Mr. Beast, known for his larger-than-life ideas and viral challenges, stood silent for a moment, something very rare for him. The two exchanged glances, both feeling a mix of awe and something deeper, something emotional. For a brief moment, there was silence between them. "I mean, that's insane," Mr. Beast finally said, shaking his head. Ronaldo didn't respond immediately. His gaze was still fixed on the jet. It wasn't jealousy exactly, it was more like a quiet realization. Even at the top of the world, there was always another level, another dream, another challenge. "They've done something big," Ronaldo said softly. "But that doesn't mean we can't do something bigger, in our own way." Mr. Beast turned toward him, curiosity sparking in his eyes. "What are you thinking?" Ronaldo looked down at the sand beneath his feet, then back at the massive jet. A slow smile began to form. "Let's build our own." Mr. Beast blinked. "Build a jet?" Ronaldo nodded, now fully energized. "Yes. Right here. Out of sand." For a second, it sounded completely ridiculous. But then again, most of Mr. Beast's best ideas started that way. A grin spread across his face. "All right," he said, clapping his hands together. "Let's do it." What started as a spontaneous idea quickly turned into an all-out creative mission. Ronaldo and Mr. Beast began gathering tools, buckets, shovels, anything they could find. They marked out a massive area on the beach and started shaping the base of their sand jet. At first, it was messy. Sand collapsed, edges crumbled, and the structure barely resembled anything close to a jet. But they didn't give up. They worked together, refining their approach, adding water to strengthen the sand, carving details carefully, and slowly bringing their vision to life. As time passed, people on the beach began to notice. A small crowd gathered, watching with curiosity as the two icons worked tirelessly under the fading sunlight. Some laughed at first, thinking it was just a joke. Others started recording, sensing that something special was unfolding. Hour by hour, the sand jet began to take shape. The wings extended wide and smooth. The body grew longer and more detailed. They even carved out windows, engines, and a cockpit. Mr. Beast, always thinking ahead, suggested they decorate it. "Let's make it look epic," he said. They used colored powders, seashells, and even pieces of driftwood to add unique designs. Ronaldo carefully etched patterns along the sides, giving it a sleek, futuristic look. Mr. Beast painted bold lines and logos, turning the sand jet into a true work of art. By the time the moon began to rise, the transformation was complete. What stood before them was not just a pile of sand, it was a masterpiece. A giant sand jet, crafted with creativity, teamwork, and determination. It wasn't made of metal or powered by engines, but it had something even more powerful: it had a story. Meanwhile, Messi and Trump had been watching from a distance. At first, they didn't take it seriously. But as the structure grew more detailed and impressive, their expressions began to change. Curiosity turned into surprise, and surprise turned into genuine admiration. They walked closer, examining the sand jet from every angle. "This is incredible," Messi said, clearly impressed. Trump nodded slowly. "Very creative. Very unexpected." Ronaldo and Mr. Beast stood proudly beside their creation, covered in sand but smiling with satisfaction. "It's not about having the biggest jet," Mr. Beast said. "It's about what you can create with what you have." Ronaldo added, "Sometimes, the craziest ideas are the ones that inspire the most." The crowd erupted into applause. Phones were raised, capturing the moment from every angle. What started as a simple emotional reaction had turned into something unforgettable. But then came the funniest part. Mr. Beast looked at Ronaldo with a mischievous grin. "So, should we try to launch it?" Ronaldo laughed. "Why not?" They both climbed onto the sand jet, pretending to prepare for takeoff. Mr. Beast made engine sounds while Ronaldo acted like a pilot, giving commands. The crowd laughed, cheering them on. 3, 2, 1. Takeoff! Mr. Beast shouted. Of course, the jet didn't move. It couldn't. But that didn't matter. The moment was pure joy, pure imagination, and pure entertainment. Even Messi and Trump couldn't help but laugh. As the night settled in and the beach lights flickered on, the sand jet stood as a symbol of something deeper. It wasn't about wealth or luxury. It wasn't about competing with others. It was about creativity, resilience, and the ability to turn a moment of doubt into something extraordinary. Ronaldo and Mr. Beast didn't leave the beach feeling like they had less. They left feeling like they had created more. And sometimes, that's what truly matters. Because in a world where people often measure success by what they own, this story reminded everyone watching that real success can also be measured by what you imagine, what you build, and how you inspire others along the way. The waves continued to roll in, slowly touching the edges of the sand jet. By morning, it might be gone, washed away by the tide. But the story, the laughter, the creativity, the unexpected lesson, would remain. And somewhere, someone watching that moment would realize something important. You don't always need a real jet to fly. Sometimes, all you need is an idea, and the courage to build it.